let you in on a running joke at Hindustan Unilever's Mumbai headquarters. If a new hire is assigned to the ice cream division, it's immediately clear that they aren't in the company's inner circle. But if you're handed a brand like Surf Excel, Brook Bond, or Glow and Lovely, it means that you are in the big leagues. Right now, unfortunately, that pecking order is clearer than ever. You see, just last month, the FMCG giant went ahead and decided to demerge its ice cream business. The decision has already received in-principle approval from the company's board, and assuming that it clears all the other approvals and procedures, it would mean that popular HUL brands and refrigerator staples like Magnum, Cornetto, and Quality Walls will all come under a separately listed entity. Let's try and understand why HUL would decide to do something like this. Its ice cream business is worth well over 1,700 crore rupees, which at first glance seems like a pretty impressive number. But when you take a closer look, you will very quickly realize that it is merely a speck in this massive 6 lakh crore rupee empire. It also doesn't help that growth has been pretty slow for its ice cream business. In over a decade, it has gone from contributing merely 1% to the company's revenue to just 3%. Compare that to a brand like Surf Excel, which just 2 years ago became the first non-food FMCG product in the country to hit unicorn status, meaning it crossed $1 billion in sales. You see, HUL wants to bring the focus back to its three core businesses, the trifecta if I may: beauty, personal care, and home care. The Ken reporter Akriti Bhalla explains why.
So, in every segment where it can premiumize or rather convince the customer to level up, that's where Hindustan Unilever wants to focus on. For instance, in beauty, women were earlier buying shampoos, face creams, right? But with education around skincare now, they're adding more things to their basket, like face serum, sunscreen. And now, mind it, this is a pretty high margin business. Similarly, you look at home care, there are detergent brands like Surf Excel, right? Even in this category, people are moving towards liquid detergents. HUL, in fact, recently announced how Surf Excel alone will be a 10,000 crore brand. That's roughly a sixth of their overall business. Overall, the underlying expectation is that the GDP per capita of India will increase from about $3,000 to $4,700 in next 8 years. When that happens, then the discretionary consumption will explode, as one of the analysts had told us.
The company has realized that these are its real money makers. And at a time when sales have consistently been trailing behind its competitors like Nestle and Tata, HUL can't really afford to be weighed down by any of its businesses, especially by a high investment and low margin business like ice creams. You see, let me put it this way. For a small kirana store in any neighborhood, stocking Magnum ice cream would mean having a refrigerator. And for HUL, it would mean spending big bucks on cold storage to supply ice creams at just the right temperature to kiranas. Simply put, it's a costly setup for what is essentially a seasonal business. But there is more to HUL's decision than meets the eye, particularly at a time when the ice cream space has really been heating up. Not literally, of course. New age players like Hoko, NIC, and Noto have all entered the market and collectively contributed to a sort of ice cream renaissance. So, shouldn't HUL be focusing on growing its ice cream business rather than isolating it? Welcome to Daybreak, a business podcast from the Ken. I'm your host Rahel Philippos, and I'll be joining my colleague Stigdha Sharma every day of the week to bring you one business story that is worth understanding and worth your time. Today is Wednesday, the 4th of December. HUL's decision comes at a time when its parent company, UK-based Unilever, has been restructuring its global ice cream operations. Back in March, Unilever's board announced that it is planning to spin off its ice cream business globally. The company said it wanted to simplify its portfolio and focus on its 4 core business units: beauty and well-being, personal care, nutrition, and home care. So, HUL's decision is perfectly in line with all of this. But it's important to note here that HUL hasn't always followed its parent company's lead. Like when Unilever decided to spin off its tea business in 2020, HUL still saw tea as a high growth opportunity in India and decided to hold on to it. So, what is different this time? Well, for starters, ice cream has never really been a priority within HUL. That's despite the fact that brands like Quality Walls, Cornetto, and Magnum have helped the company become the second largest ice cream maker in India behind Amul. So when Unilever decided to separate the ice cream unit, HUL had 2 options: either sell the business or demerge and list it separately. Of these, the second option seemed far more favorable. Manoj Menon, head of research at broking firm ICICI Securities, explained to Akriti why that is. He said that within a separate unit, it would be easier for HUL to sell the business if the parent decided to sell the ice cream unit in the future. In fact, that's exactly why Unilever recently shelved its plans to sell the ice cream business to a private equity player. With ice cream out of the equation, HUL wants to double down on its core categories, like I mentioned before. It seems to be resetting its priorities. You see, in the last decade, HUL's detergent business, which comes under the home category, has contributed to more than 1/3 of its sales. It has really powered the company's rise. And now it's expecting similar growth in the beauty category as well. It currently contributes about 1/5 to that sales mix. Now, in both of these categories, beauty and home care, HUL already has massive scale on its side. In the case of ice cream, meanwhile, the return on the capital employed is far lower than any other FMCG good. Another analyst told Akriti that ice creams also have lower EBITDA margins of about 10% compared to 25% for HUL as a whole. But all things considered, the ice cream category has really been having its moment. It is widely being seen as a massive growth opportunity here in India. So, should HUL care? More on that in the next segment. The overall ice cream market in India is expected to blow up in the next few years. And this is largely thanks to both quick commerce and venture capital. You see, in the last 3 years to 2024, funding for ice cream businesses have jumped 5x to $21.5 million today. A bunch of new age ice cream brands have also entered the fray. So, why would HUL want to demerge a business on the brink of explosive growth? Why wouldn't it want to capitalize on this growing market? Well, in the quick commerce space in particular, it's become increasingly clear that the younger generation does not necessarily still want to eat the same ice creams that their parents did. In fact, Akriti spoke to Meera Jhala, the founder of Frogo, which is a dark store network for frozen food brands. She said that these consumers are looking for guilt-free indulgences. They're actively choosing new age D2C products over legacy brands. But at the same time, the larger market for ice creams is still offline. Given the current situation and the growing excitement around ice cream, the likes of Reliance Retail, Heritage Foods, and Karnataka Milk Federation are all queuing up to enter this category. HUL has a clear advantage here. It has an ice cream business that is profitable with a massive offline distribution muscle. Now, analysts told Akriti that it could have easily raised its valuation to 5,000 to 6,000 crore rupees. But let's return to that big picture, shall we? The analyst Akriti spoke to added that it would be about 5x its sales multiple or about 30x its EBITDA multiples, which is all right, but not that great. Now, one analyst said, given that Vadilal is the only other listed entity in the ice cream space, demerging may not actually be the worst idea. It could actually work out well for HUL, especially now that discretionary spending is very steadily increasing. People are willing to spend more on luxuries like ice cream. But for now, HUL remains a colossus. It's confident that its next phase of growth will come from its core businesses, from detergents, creams, soaps, and not from dairy. The company believes that soap users will shift to body wash, powdered detergent users will go to liquid, and that is the opportunity that they want to bet on. That is a macro trend that it's willing to tap into.
Daybreak is produced from the newsroom of The Ken, India's first subscriber-focused business news platform. What you're listening to is just a small sample of our subscriber-only offerings. A full subscription unlocks daily long-form feature stories, newsletters, and podcast extras. Head to theken.com and click on the red subscribe button on the top of the website. Today's episode was hosted by Rahil Philippos, produced by me, Snigdha Sharma, and edited by Rajiv CN.